Girlfriend, 53 female. Want to move in, I'm 51 male, and kids allergic to cats, is this a deal breaker? Girlfriend, 53 female. Has cat that me and my kids are allergic, she want to move in together, deal breaker? Girlfriend, 53. Began discussing moving in together, she has a cat, I'm 51. Allergic, deal breaker? So I have to add more info here. I also have children that are equally allergic. She began discussing the topic of moving in together and how excited she was to have this conversation. She asked me if I had reservations, I said yes. She looked at me like I had two heads. I explained to her that I have children that will be coming with me at all times and equally and more importantly, we are allergic to her cat. I have to say after my comment, the day was made terrible by her silent treatment. But I did get a comment, or rather a question from her. Can my kids take Benadryl when they are over? I responded, so you want me to drug them every time they are over, which would be every day. I just looked at her and didn't respond. I know she understood my look. Listen, I'm not a cold heartless bastard, and I didn't even go near the get rid of your cat statement. I just said to her, maybe we postpone living together a couple years until, shoulder shrug. I didn't say what you think I may have said. Her cat is like 13-15 years old. I would never ask her to get rid of her cat. TLDR girlfriend wants to move in together. My own family is allergic. She has cat she obviously will not give up. Is this a deal breaker for now? Thanks for your advice. Update I need to add more for context. I did not bring up the conversation, she has not met my kids. I do not introduce anyone to my children before 6 months per year. I'm 2 years out of a divorce, and I'm not moving in with anyone. Wait. You've been dating for 4 months and she wants to not only move in, but wants you to medicate your kids for her. Dude. Put the brakes on. Your kids haven't even met her. Why would you rush this? Not a deal breaker, but a very good reason why living together isn't feasible currently. How long have you been dating that she doesn't know you and your children are allergic to cats? How old are your children? Do they live with you full time? Do you really need this kind of drama at your age? Don't move in at 4 months, especially with someone who didn't seem aware that your children would be moving in with you. Beyond that, as a cat owner, I'd end a 4-month relationship if the person I was dating said they couldn't ever live with a cat. When my current cat dies, I'm getting another cat. This may be a deal breaker. If it is, better to find that out now than later. You should not be dating someone who has a cat. Period. How do I tell my 27F boyfriend, 27M, that I hate his hobby? My boyfriend of 3 years is really into cars. When I first met him he never talked about cars, let alone modded ones. He got scammed by buying a modded car on Marketplace. He studies to be a mechanic and had his teacher evaluate the car and IIRC he pretty much said it's good for the scrap. Yet he still drives it and likes to take it to do pulls with his friends. We had multiple arguments about his hobby, on the long-term plan because it's expensive, the safety of it, etc. I can't describe the conflict I feel when he's out to do pulls. Torn between letting him enjoy it and feeling panicked because he's not giving me any signs of life. I truly wish he had a different passion. But my main concern is the danger for himself and others also. Or getting a ticket and losing his license. He goes up to 160 km and I just find it so completely stupid and childish even. Am I in the wrong, overreacting? Could I reasonably ask him to stop? We don't live together but when we will move out I cannot fathom sitting at home hoping he comes back in one piece. Too long did not read. My boyfriend does pulls with a shitty car and I can't imagine letting him keep this stupid hobby for a long time. Edit. Working on cars, going to drag strips, etc. are fine as a hobby. I struggle with pulls and races in public streets. For the people calling me essentially a bad girlfriend for trying to control him, I don't. I'm here to get advice on how to address it in a respectful manner. I care about him, and I never asked him to not go do pulls. I'm just a worried GF. I don't want to break up with him, I want a middle ground and try to resonate him. Car boys are the male equivalent of horse girls. His passion for cars is fine, but to do pulls on a highway instead of an actual track is just immature and dangerous. I don't think you're overreacting about the pulls. I think that he should be able to enjoy his hobby of model cars within a reasonable limit. Info. Is he doing 160 on public streets? If so he is being reckless and has no consideration for the life of himself or others. I've got a lot of expensive hobbies but safety is always my primary concern over all else. He is what we in the USA call a fuckboy. They are not to be trusted. Someone into cars isn't shit, unless they can fix a car to be normal first. If they are modding a car that isn't even running properly, they're just trying to be cool and don't trust them. They prefer status over actual proper skill. Girlfriend, 24 female, gave me 26 male options, then got annoyed when I chose one of them. I have been with my partner for 2 years and we live together. Last night we had laundry in the washing machine. When the washing machine finished, we were about to start cooking. My girlfriend asked if I would rather cook or hang the laundry up. I told her I'd start cooking. She seemed to get annoyed and answered sarcastically, "Well, I guess I have to hang the laundry up then." I asked what was wrong and she ignored me. I asked why she bothered giving me a choice if she clearly wanted me to hang the laundry up, and she just said that I could have picked the more annoying job. I just asked again why she gave me a choice if she was going to get annoyed at my answer. She just said that sickney I enjoy cooking, it's not fair that I got something I enjoyed whereas she doesn't like hanging laundry up. I just told her yet again that she was the one who gave me a choice, and if she wasn't going to like me picking one of the options then she shouldn't have gave the choice. She said I could have hung the laundry up sickney, she had been out at work all day. I work from home so I had still been at work, but she told me not to do the laundry until she got back because she had more things to put into it, otherwise I'd have done it myself during the day. She just repeated it was selfish of me to choose something I enjoy and leave her to do the laundry. How would you handle this? Too long did not read. My girlfriend asked if I would rather start cooking or hang the laundry up. I chose to start cooking and she got annoyed and said I was being selfish by choosing something I enjoy. How would you handle this? I acknowledge that you're upset, but I want to be clear about my expectations. Your method of giving me what amounted to a trick question is not respectful communication, and I'm not going to live with gameplaying or manipulation in my life. If you see a future with me, then we need to work out a method of communication that works for both of us. How the fuck hanging clothes is more annoying than cooking? Is she 10 years old or isn't this about the laundry? You did nothing wrong. The next time she pulls the "would you rather," give her a completely innocent look and ask her which one she'd prefer. If she tries to turn it around on you, refuse to pick and keep offering her the choice. Because it doesn't matter what you pick, you'll be wrong. It's a game. I'm not sure if she knows she's playing it, but it's a game, and most of us outgrow it. I don't offer choices if I don't want to do one of them. She wanted to get mad for some reason. She was going to get mad no matter what you chose. My 20F, BF, 24M, refuses to use protection. Should I leave him? 20F and X, 24M, have been together for a while now. 3 weeks ago he broke my virginity and now he refused to use protection with me after. When I told him he should bring condoms, he told me no because there is no need, I am the only person he is sleeping with and the same with me. He knows that I don't want to get pregnant since I am still in uni and we are not married, so no kids. Significant other that day we agreed that he was gonna pull out and he did not. And I had to use my own money to buy Plan B. Now he kept on asking if I'm pregnant and what I will do if I am. I told him I am not and he said I may never know unless I take a test. The way he is so obsessed with me being pregnant is freaking me out. I have been home the past few days and I have been thinking about this. So today I told him all of this in a voice message and blocked him everywhere without waiting for a response. Because I feel like he was not respecting my boundaries, and what pissed me off the most is that he said the last time, "Well, I keep on talking about condoms but I still have sex with him without them," so that showed me that he was gonna do it again and I was not gonna have that. I know what I did was good, but I just want to know if it was okay to block him without actually having a conversation with him and listening what he wants to say, or should I listen to have he has to say? There is nothing he can say that changes the fact he broke your boundaries and didn't give a shit. Block him and forget him. Any man who doesn't use condoms is a walking red flag. Blocking him was absolutely the right thing to do. Someone who disrespects you like that isn't someone who deserves an explanation or a space to be heard. Stay strong. You did the right thing. His interests in you being pregnant are a giant red flag. His excessive interest in pregnancy sounds suspiciously like he's trying to baby trap you. No point in listening to what he's going to say. You told him to pull out, he didn't. You consented to sex based on certain conditions, and he broke those conditions. Ergo, it ceased to be consensual sex at that point. But a gentle reminder for your future sexual encounters: get yourself on some proper contraception. Relying on your partner pulling out is not an acceptable substitute if you want to avoid pregnancy long term. No glove, no love. As we used to say in the bad old days. Also, use latex or send her your paychecks. But seriously, he can be pushing you to get pregnant for whatever reason he has, but do not give in. If you aren't using female birth control, you must require condoms.